solve this system of equations, we're going to use the method of elimination, where we want to make sure the coefficients of a certain variable in both equations are the same. Now, right now, the coefficients for our x terms are 4 and -8, and for y, they are 3 and 5. So they are not quite the same yet, but we could multiply everything in the first equation by 2. And if we multiply everything in there by 2, then we will have a coefficient of 8 in front of the x term, and then we can then use the elimination method more easily. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to multiply everything in that first equation by 2, so it will become 8x minus 6y is equal to -14. I'm just going to now rewrite the second equation just below it. So that is -8x plus 5y equals 11. Great. Now, our strategy here is to eliminate the x's entirely, or the x terms, and we can do that by adding them together because 8x plus -8x is 0. So we are going to add the second equation to the first equation. Our x's will cancel out. -6y plus 5y, that becomes -y. And -14 plus 11 is -3. Awesome. Well, if -y equals -3, that means y is equal to +3. Now, in order to solve for x, we're going to go back up to one of the original equations, replace y with 3, and solve for x. It doesn't really matter which one we pick. I'm just going to choose the first one, which is 4x minus 3y equals -7. Now I'm going to replace y, or substitute, in the value of 3 for y. So it'll be 4x minus 3 times 3 is equal to -7. That becomes 4x minus 9 equals -7. From here, we can add 9 to both sides, which means 4x is equal to 2. And we just need to divide both sides by 4 to isolate x. 2 divided by 4, we can just write that as 1/2. Awesome. So now we've now solved the system of equations where x is equal to 1/2 and y is equal to 3. That's all, and thanks for choosing JD's Prep.